They look perfect, happy, untouchable. Millions of followers, millions of views, millions of people who wish they had that life. But here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. For many internet stars, fame isn't freedom, it isn't joy, it isn't validation, it's pressure, exhaustion, isolation. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the unseen struggles of internet fame, the burnout behind the posts, the contracts that control lives, the mental health crises hidden behind perfect selfies. Stick around, because once you see this, you'll never scroll the same way again. The miracle of going viral. Going viral feels like winning the lottery. One video, one post, one moment. Suddenly, nobody becomes somebody. Brands start calling. Money starts flowing. Followers climb faster than anyone can process. People say, "You're living the dream." But here's the catch. Viral fame doesn't grow slowly. It explodes. And the human brain was never built for that kind of sudden attention. There's no training, no warning, no pause button, just pressure, constant, relentless. The algorithm doesn't care about you. Let's be honest. The algorithm is not your friend. It doesn't care if you're anxious. It doesn't care if you're exhausted. It doesn't care if you're burning out. It only cares about engagement. If your video performs well, you're rewarded. If it doesn't, you vanish. They post when they're sick, when they're grieving, when they're mentally drained, because taking a break feels like losing. One missed upload can kill momentum. One flop can tank reach. One bad week can erase months of work. This isn't creativity, it's survival. The smile that hides burnout on camera, they're smiling. Energetic. Perfect. Off camera, many are barely holding it together. Zero separation between life and work. Bedrooms become studios. Relationships become content. Personal identity becomes a product. Some creators admit they feel guilty resting. Guilty for not posting. Guilty for being human. Because when your income depends on attention, silence feels dangerous. When fans become judges, fame used to come with distance. Now, it lives in your pocket. Every comment, every DM, every opinion, unfiltered. People analyze your face, your body, your voice, your past. And apologies? They're rarely enough. Cancel culture doesn't ask questions. It doesn't wait. It doesn't forgive easily. Many viral stars live in fear of saying the wrong word, of being misunderstood. That constant hypervigilance destroys mental health. The contracts that control you. Here's the part almost no one talks about, the deals. When brands, agencies, or management companies come calling, it feels exciting. Validation, success, recognition, the kind of opportunity creators dream about. Management companies can take huge percentages of their earnings. Platforms change monetization rules overnight, and suddenly creators are scrambling to survive. You can have millions of views, millions of followers, and still be broke. Because virality does not equal stability. Fame doesn't automatically pay the bills. And success on social media is fragile, unpredictable, and often controlled by people behind the scenes, not the creator themselves. The kids who never consented. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Child influencers, family vloggers, kids growing up online. Many of them never chose this life. Their childhood is monetized. Their tantrums go viral. Their privacy is gone forever. There are kids with millions of views and zero legal protection. No labor laws, no guaranteed savings, no right to delete their past. Psychologists warn this can lead to long-term identity issues, trust issues, resentment. Because once the camera's on, childhood stops being private. When the views stop, virality is fast and ruthless. Trends change. Audiences move on. New creators replace old ones. What happens when the views drop? For many, their entire identity collapses. They don't know who they are without numbers, without likes, without validation. Some spiral into depression. Some disappear entirely. Some admit they feel invisible for the first time. The mental health crisis. Behind the filters, ring lights, and perfectly curated feeds, a silent, growing crisis is taking hold. Anxiety, depression, panic attacks, imposter syndrome. Some turn to substances to numb the pressure. Some isolate themselves from friends, family, and even fans. Some break down publicly, posting tears and raw vulnerability for millions to see. And when they do, the internet watches, not with empathy, not with understanding, but with curiosity, with popcorn. They become entertainment, their pain a spectacle. Few realize that behind every viral post, every smile, every perfect shot, there may be someone struggling to survive emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Why we keep falling for it? So why does this cycle continue? Why do we keep scrolling, watching, and chasing viral content, even knowing there's a darker side? The answer is simple. We love the illusion. We see luxury, freedom, perfect homes, designer clothes, exotic vacations, and highlight reels that make life look effortless. We see creators laughing, dancing, and living without apparent worry. It's intoxicating, aspirational, and addictive. But we rarely see the truth behind the posts. We don't see the burnout, the therapy bills, the endless nights of anxiety, the broken sleep, the loneliness hiding behind every perfectly staged photo. And the creator, they bear the cost, the mental, emotional, and financial toll that rarely appears on screen. It's a cycle built on desire, distraction, and the invisible weight of internet fame. The silent heroes. Not all internet fame is destructive. Some creators manage to navigate the online world with care, boundaries, and intention. They prioritize mental health over numbers. These creators share openly about struggles, anxiety, burnout, the pressure of keeping up appearances. They show the human side of internet life, reminding audiences that behind every post is a person, not a brand. They build communities, not just followers. They inspire through authenticity, not through curated perfection. They prove that online presence can be human, imperfect, and real. They show us that you can be visible online without losing yourself, and in doing so, they quietly change the rules of internet fame. What needs to change? This isn't about hating influencers. It's about protecting humans. We need transparency, fair contracts, mental health support. We need to normalize breaks, normalize decline, normalize being more than a number. And as viewers, we need to remember, there's a real person behind that screen. Final thought. Seeing behind the screen. Next time you see a viral star smiling into the camera, take a moment to pause and think. That smile, that flawless post, that seemingly perfect life, don't assume it tells the whole story. Fame doesn't automatically bring happiness. Views don't guarantee peace of mind. Virality doesn't shield anyone from stress, loneliness, or burnout. And here's a truth for anyone watching, scrolling, or doubting themselves. Your real self is enough. You don't need perfection to matter. You don't need approval to feel worthy. You don't need millions of eyes on you to be valid. Yes, you are enough, always. It always was, and it always will be. Call to action. If this video opened your eyes, hit like. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Drop a comment. Tell us your thoughts on internet fame, pressure, or authenticity, and subscribe for more stories that expose the human side of viral life. Because not everything online is what it seems, and the most powerful thing you can do online is be real.